Namaste, everyone, and welcome to Anchor the Light. Here I am in, where am I? I'm in Canada at the Tony Robbins event. So today, let's talk about training the mind. Oftentimes people say, I can't stop
Namaste,
thinking.
everyone, and
My mind is all over the place, and I want to be able to control my mind. So first of all, the issue here is, what do you mean by training the mind? You see, for most people, the mind comes across as your mental faculty or your thinking faculty, which is it depends on your perspective, but actually that's not very accurate. See, what you call the mind, at least in terms of spiritual teachings, is essentially the combination of what is produced by your mental faculty or your intellectual faculty, as well as your intellectual faculty, as well as your emotional faculty. Okay, intellectual, emotional, and many times also your physical sensations. You put all that together, that is what most people call their mind. So when people say, "Oh, I can't stop thinking, my mind is driving me crazy," so on, so on, they're actually talking about the mass amounts of data that's being broadcasted by the mental faculty, the emotional faculty, and whatever sensations the body has. So, for example, let's just say they had an argument with someone. They screamed, they yelled, they argued for an hour. So after the whole thing is done, you have to realize at that time when they were arguing with the other person, their mental faculty was very active. They're thinking of what the person said and how it affects them and what should be the counter thing that they uh, should say in order to protect themselves. That's the mental faculty. Emotion, you go, oh yeah, why are you pissing me off? Why are you doing this? So that's the emotions. And then the physical body tenses up. Okay, so let's say that situation is done. That's an hour, 2 hours ago. But you see, the data that was produced, the thoughts, the feelings, and the physical sensations are still present. In the physical body, you could still feel the tension. Emotional body, or what's called the astral body, those emotions are still floating in your emotional body and also in your front and back solar plexus chakra. Then the thoughts that you had are all over your throat and your Ajna chakra. So these chakras produce thoughts. Make sense? So when you say, okay, anyway, that's 2 hours ago, I just want to relax and chill. Guess what happens? You can't. You know why? Because these disturbances that were created, or this data that was created, the thoughts, the feelings, and sensations are still hovering in your consciousness. Now, the question is, what the heck do you do with it? Well, most people say, okay, I'm just gonna get a drink, right? Drink like alcohol, or they go smoke pot, or do something. So anything that they do, they're not getting rid of them. All they're doing is numbing the senses of the mental faculty, the emotional faculty, and the physical faculties. That's it. It's just like, you look out, you don't like what you see. What do? You cover up your eyes. It doesn't change what's out there. Make sense? Or you're wearing glasses, right? Your glasses. And you go, oh, I don't like that scenery. So you take some ink from whatever what do you call this paint, right? You're painting, you just cover your glasses. Oh, I don't see the ugly scenery anymore. Is the scenery gone? No, it's still there. That's why we never advocate, taking stuff to get rid of stress, get rid of confusion, emotional turmoil, because all of those, what are you doing? You're just basically covering it up. It's still there. That's part one. Part two, reason people go through that is because they cannot differentiate the creator from the creation. They can't tell. So just because they're in an argument with someone, they're pissed off, they're angry, they're feeling those feelings, and their crazy thoughts going through their head, that becomes their I. It's the same lesson every single time. Same thing. They cannot distinguish that I created the thoughts, I created the feelings, I created this tense and physical sensation. And because of that, guess what happened? The creator cannot tell the difference between the creator and the creation. The creation now controls the creator. Now, the thoughts, the feelings, and the physical stress now crowd the soul. Now the person says, "Oh, I cannot relax. I can think." Well, that's because you are identifying yourself as those. The example we always use: if you're a musician, you're playing a musical instrument, right? Let's say the simplest one, the piano. I play the piano. I'm the musician. The piano is the instrument. The music or the noise is the byproduct. I'm not the piano. I'm not the noise or the music it produces. I did something, use an instrument, which is part of the process to produce certain products. So what you call the mind, okay? For most people, for them, the mind, they're not aware of it. They made the mind and the eye as one. That's why. Now, where does spiritual practice of meditation come in? It's very simple. Every time you meditate, what do? You quiet down the room, you turn off any sound, any lights, whatever. You try to isolate as much as you can the I, the meditator, from any stimulus or stimuli from physical, emotional, mental worlds. So when you isolate yourself, you go back to who you really are. That you, without thoughts, feelings, and physical sensations, exist independently of the body, the emotions, and thoughts. So when you say training the mind, okay, if you really want to be very technical, training the mind starts with realizing that you are not the mind. It's just like you're training a pet, you're training a dog, you're training a horse. First of all, you're not the horse, you're not the dog, you're not what you're training. Isn't that obvious? Could you imagine a horse trainer says, I'm also the horse? Doesn't make any sense. I'm training the horse. So when I say I'm training the mind, you have to first separate the trainer and what's being trained. Now, the mind consists of what? The mental faculty, the emotional faculty, and the physical faculty. The thoughts are produced by the intellectual faculty, the mental faculty. Feelings are created by what is called the emotional body or emotional faculty, right? And the movements, sensations of the body, stress, tension, whatever, those are all produced by the physical body. You go, okay. If that's the case, I already separated the two. So now I disidentified the I from what is called the mind. Now the next step after I disidentify is now I have to use these three as something I can train, something I can do something about. So I'm going to train my mental faculty. What does that mean? First, differentiate what is your thought and what is somebody else's thought. Same thing with feelings. You had that argument with someone, you're feeling angry, upset because they said this, they said that, they hurt your feelings. Then if you isolate, you go, wait, but I was perfectly fine, emotionally calm before they start saying all those things. So they triggered me. So that means they projected some negative feelings that woke up some old feelings that I have. Okay. Then you go, yeah, when those thoughts and feelings starts happening in my body, I start knowing the body tense up. All right, now we got that out of the way. How do I train my mental faculty? Step number one, I know that these thoughts are not helping me. They're just hurting me. They're just preventing me from focusing what I need to do. Okay, so these thoughts are not I. I created them at that time, but it serves me no purpose now. Same thing with the feelings. Yeah, that person pissed me off. And then again, that thing is over 2 hours ago. Why should I feel angry and upset? I want to move on with my life, and that person's negative. That's their problem. So emotionally, I'm not going to create more negative emotion. I'm not create. I'm not going to create more negative thoughts and the tension in my body. That was from 2 hours ago. Why should I hold on to this tension that was caused by that situation? Forget about it. Let me relax my body. That's it. You first identify who is the one using the tool. because the thoughts, the mental faculty, emotional faculty, and physical faculties, these are just tools of the soul, the I. Once you separate the two, immediately they start losing their power over the I. That's that. And then meditation just basically speeds up the whole process. So in training the mind, just to summarize, you have to first identify who's the trainer and who or what is being trained. The I, the soul, the spiritual self, created the thoughts, the feelings, and the physical sensations. Okay, so that means the I is not the mind. Number one. Number two, you have the mental faculty, the emotional faculty, as well as the physical body. Those are the components of what most people call the mind. Okay, good. Now you separate them. How do I train the mental faculty? Think only positive thoughts. Negative thoughts, push them away, or just think of what you want so that what you don't want is not being fed. At some point, they're starved and they basically dissolve. Or if you more advanced, you can use certain techniques like violet light or certain techniques to disintegrate them. The emotions, same thing. You realize, these feelings are not helping me, so I want to be happy. Instead of saying, "Oh, I don't want to be angry," you go, what am I grateful for? Right? You always hear people say, "Feel gratitude," so so you'll feel better, and you cannot focus on gratitude and disappointment at the same time. It's very simple because as you put your attention on gratitude, your heart chakra gets more open, right? More activated. You put your attention there. Now you're not feeding the negative feeling. That negative feeling don't have food. Doesn't have food, so it dissolves or weakens. And the physical body, yeah, all that tension. So you stretch, you run, you do something that makes your body focus on something else. So that tension is what? It's just if you block the energy, it dissolves. You do this over and over again. It's like training three horses. That's why the metaphor that I always use is the soul is like the charioteer trying to train three horses so that these three horses can all go in the same direction. The charioteer is not any of the horses. You are not your mind. That's that. It's that simple. Now, the mistake a lot of people make is like, "Oh, I did it. I got it. I understood it." They maybe do it once. After that, they forget. They go into their lives, and before you know it, they become enslaved. Literally, that's the word. They get enslaved by their thoughts, their feelings, and what their body wants. So back to square one. Sounds familiar? That's why reinforcement is super, super important. That's why we do these meditations. And then to kind of drive it home to give you something more concrete, uh, we're having the uh, mind body soul reconnection, which is February 20 to 22nd, 3 nights. Now, some of you go, yeah, I have to stay up. I've already had some people tell me that, oh, I'm in Europe or in other parts of the world. I have to stay up for 2 hours. Okay. So ask yourself a simple question. So you'd rather not learn something to control your mind and continue living in chaos? Or would you kind of go, oh, it's 3 nights. I get to learn skills that can help me control my mental faculty, my emotional faculty, and my physical faculties. That's that. It's 2.5 hours. And you go to mastercode.org or I have the link there already. You just register. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Now, the ones who want to have more interaction, there are also uh, paid part of it that you can interact more. But if you don't want it, you can still participate for no charge. So you can get to train your three horses. Now, in those 3 nights, I go in more detail. What is the mind? And then we separate the body a little bit, even though the sensation of the body oftentimes is part of the mind, because a lot of people, they are so enslaved by the physical body that they cannot control it. Like oftentimes they say, oh, they're addicted to nicotine, they're addicted to sugar, they're addicted to whatever. They don't realize it's not the soul that's addicted, it's the body. So we need to separate those two. As you separate those two, then you can individually train the body, the emotions, the thoughts. Okay? So I encourage you to register as soon as you can. Now, we're going to do our meditation right now to just kind of put it all together. As we do our meditation, the idea is you going from the stress, the chaos, the turmoil into calmness. And from calmness, we go into silence. Silence, we go into stillness. Stillness is the only time you get to really get a glimpse of your true nature as spiritual self, the soul, the atma, anima, alma, whatever language you want to use, the I am. Okay? So let's meditate. Sit comfortably. Okay, put your hand like this. Be aware of your crown. I am that. I'm not the body, I'm not the emotion or the thoughts, I am the soul. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence that allows me to regulate my intellectual faculty. I'm a spiritual being of divine love that allows me to regulate my emotional faculties. I'm a spiritual being of divine power to allow me to regulate and control this physical body. I am that. That I am, the soul, the spiritual self. Just be still. I am connected in one to my higher soul. I am connected in one to the divine spirit that is me. I am a child of God, mean we're still growing and evolving. I'm one with God, I'm one with all. There's only oneness. Okay, just be still. Put your gentle attention on the top of your head. Stay there. I am the soul. I am the spiritual self. I am that. That I am. I am that. That I am. Now open your hands in blessing. We'll do the meditation twin hearts as taught to us by my teacher, Grandmaster Tuakok Sui. So imagine the earth in front of you the size of a little ball. Be aware of the love within your heart. Imagine beautiful pink light from your heart flowing through your hands and filling up the entire earth. Flood the earth with beautiful pink light. Beautiful pink light. We will use the prayer of St. Francis of Assisi. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Wherever there's hatred anywhere in the world, let me sow unconditional love. Be aware of your heart and your hands. Fill the earth with peace and with love. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Where there's doubt, let me sow faith. Where there's despair, let me sow hope. Just be aware of your heart and your hands. Just fill the earth with beautiful pink light, blessing all beings with peace, with love, with a spirit of forgiveness and reconciliation, with hope and with faith, with light and lots of joy. So be it. Now be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown. Exhale. Stay there. Your crown is filled with so much golden light. And just allow the golden light to flow down through your hands and bless your home. All your loved ones, relatives, and friends, fill them with golden light. Let it spread to the city, the country. Let it spread to all the countries in the world. May all be blessed. So be it. From the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may all beings be blessed with love and with kindness. May all be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. May all be blessed without exception. So be it. Blessings be to all. So be it. Now, be aware of your heart and your crown simultaneously. Take a deep breath. Exhale, imagine golden light even brighter than before pouring out of our hands and flooding the entire earth. Fill the earth with intense golden light. So be it. So much golden light. And just say our hearts are one, our souls are one, our spirits are one. There's only oneness. From the center of the heart of God, through my spirit, through my soul, through my entire being, may all beings be blessed with loving kindness. May all be blessed with inner peace, inner healing. May all be healed of any pain, sorrow, or suffering. So be it. Can you feel the energy flowing through you? Just let it flow. May all be blessed with understanding, harmony, goodwill, and the willingness to do good. So be it. May all beings be blessed in both the physical and the non physical worlds. May all beings be blessed with peace, with love, and with kindness. So be it. So be it, and so it is. Now, gently put your hands down, keep your eyes closed, keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Just be still. Now, imagine a beautiful golden flame just sitting on top of your head. A beautiful, beautiful golden candle flame. Just be still. Now, be aware of your heart. Send a stream of love from your heart up to your throat, to the center of your head. Be still. To your crown, past your crown, and into that golden light. Stay there. Just be still. Just look at that light and that stillness and listen. Om. Allow yourself to drift deeper and deeper into that light. Om. Om. Mani Padme Hum. Om. Be still. Be aware of the inner stillness and the golden light. And just simply let go. Let whatever happens just happen. Let go now. Gently, slowly, very gently and slowly come back to your body. Gently move your fingers, move your toes. Gently, slowly come back. Raise your hands again in blessing. Picture the earth in front of you with all the people you love. Fill them all with golden light. May all of them be blessed with good health, with much happiness, with abundance and prosperity and spiritual oneness. So be it. May all be blessed. Now be aware of your feet and the base of your spine. Put your golden light down into the earth. Fill the earth below you with golden light. Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. So be it. Okay, let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother. Thank you. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, to all the saints of all traditions, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers. Personally, I thank my teacher, Master Tohoku Mahaguchi Mailing. Thank you in full faith. So it is. All right. How is your meditation? So that's part of training your mind. When you can say, no thoughts, no feelings, you barely feel your butt in the chair, that's good. All right. So thank you very much for joining me again. If you haven't registered, register for the Mind, Body, Soul Reconnection class. It's a master class, so it's 3 nights, 2.5 hours each. And from there, if you want to continue, we have Healers Mastery coming up. That's next month in March and April in Los Angeles area. No, in Irvine actually, and also in Chicago area. That's 5 straight days. Panicking level 1 to level 4, 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. 5 nights. So if you want to really learn, you want to go immersion, come on down. Namaste, everyone. You all take care and share this with as many people as possible. That way, as we anchor this spiritual light, that's how you want to change the world. Bring more spiritual blessings into the earth.